Thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Ringos. A proposal for a new skate park at the former Dease pool site may soon take a step forward. The City Council will be presented with a detailed concept plan on Monday, where park staff and officials with a local skateboard coalition will make their case. The proposed skate park is designed to be ideal for beginners and considered a training ground for the larger slide down at the marina. User groups have been pushing for the plan to go through, believing there's currently a lack of options for Southside skateboarders. Park Supervisor Werner Schwar will present the plan to council, and he believes the site will bring benefits to more than just those other groups.
Really be more of an urban skate plaza that invites people from the community to come hang out and make a community space, not for everybody, not just for skateboarders. So that's where it's a bit different. And that sort of concept and vision we're going to be presenting to council.
If council approves the plan, the next step will be community consultation with user groups and those living in the area. Drivers on Cumberland Street may have noticed a recent problem with the lights on the Boulevard Lake Dam. At first, 3 of the fixtures stopped changing colors, but now some of them don't light up at all. The city was made aware of the issue late last year, though a timeline for repairs is currently unknown. City project engineer Mike Vogrig says the work won't cost the city anything.
The dam is currently under warranty, so there's a couple of years of warranty on the dam. The contractor and their subconsultants have been made aware of the particular issues with the lights, so that's being looked into. So whether it's something to do with the installation or whether it's the fixtures themselves and they have to go back to the supplier to get new fixtures, that's being looked at right now.
The city used the new lighting system last year for themed shows, particularly around holidays like Easter and Christmas. It's now a lot easier for those looking to find the nearest outdoor skating rinks or to see which rinks have the amenities skaters are looking for, as the City of Thunder Bay website is offering a new outdoor rinks map. The web page includes 39 rinks in total on the map, each listing the address, hours of operation, numbers of rinks on the site, and if the site is supervised. As well, the site shows if the rinks have outside lighting, washrooms, change facilities, outdoor trash bins, and adjacent parking. All of this is in an easily digestible map, which allows users to simply click on a marker to learn more. City Parks Manager Corey Halverson says they did publicly display the list previously, but says this new service will add tremendous value.
So hopefully the tool is useful for everyone and everyone gets out to experience the rink program over the next 6 weeks because we typically, we're lucky to make it into the March break. Typically we don't make it through the March break other than the Prince Arthur's Landing site. So, the next 4 to 5 weeks is prime time to get out on the outdoor rinks.
The new interactive map can be found on the city's website under the outdoor skating section. The Little Band's Native Youth Hockey Tournament was back in Dryden after a 2-year hiatus. 38 teams from First Nations around the north descended on Dryden for the much anticipated event, and as Lee Noonan tells us, the tournament is about more than fun and games.
The atmosphere at the Dryden Memorial Arena was raucous, and never more so than in the final game as Round Lake scored a tie-breaking goal with only seconds on the clock, cinching the Under-18 championship. In every division, players were thrilled to bring home the gold.
Happy, because we won. I just played hard.
And what about the rest of the team?
They tried their best too.
We won A-side, and I could have done it without, everybody.
With some traveling hundreds of kilometers to play or to support their home team, the Little Band's tournament is about more than just hockey glory.
I talked about those issues, those boredom issues within the communities. They're spending a lot of their days throughout the summer, spring, whatever, doing nothing. That Little Band is like Christmas time to them. So, it's everything, and it's saving lives. It's doing everything imaginable that we can't even comprehend.
For the Round Lake senior girls team, victory was bittersweet. They're excited to bring home the championship trophy, but they're also grieving 2 teammates lost over the past year.
We did good. We kept with the game, and we kept
playing for our late teammates.
Choose life.
Event organizer Ziggy Beardy says it's good to be back after being shut down due to COVID and travel restrictions the past 2 years.
There's hundreds of people here, fans, and mostly players, though. 3 years ago, I should say, we had 74 teams. Now we have 38. We're slowly coming up again, but it's still a good tournament. Everyone is enjoying themselves here, as you can see.
Organizers are hopeful that the event will continue growing and rebounding from COVID and that more and more teams will be able to come out and play next year at Little Bands. Lee Noonan, TBT News.
Confederation College hosted a School of Health open house for high school students and those interested in going into the health field. Faculty and program coordinators from the various health programs were on site to talk with attendees and answer any questions they had. Guided tours ran every half hour and provided prospective students with the opportunity to see the labs and simulation equipment used by over 20 full and part-time programs. High school student Mason Vance says it's been a very informative experience for him and adds that it's given the chance to consider a career path he hadn't thought of before.
I've been very dead set on university, but I really wanted to check out some other opportunities because I never really thought about going to college for healthcare before. Today has actually been really helpful in exploring some new career opportunities. I would have never thought of MRT, medical radiation technology, until I got here, so it's been really informative for me.
Anyone who missed the open house can find information about any of the School of Health programs online at confederationcollege.ca. A local performing arts school gave back to children in the community by holding a charity gala. Vibe Music Performance Academy presented Culinary Cabaret Saturday night, which is a Broadway dinner theater gala with all proceeds going towards the George Jeffreys Children's Foundation. The event included a live and silent auction and a full 3-course meal, followed by live performance of some of Broadway's favorite hits. The production featured 24 local actors, dancers, and singers, all between the ages of 8 and 19. Vibe Academy Artistic Director Kathleen Koshin says they wanted to put on an event that helps their students get back in the swing of things after the pandemic, while also giving back to the community. She adds that picking George Jeffrey Children's Foundation was an easy choice.
We basically wanted to put on a Broadway show, but we felt it was important for our students to understand the importance of giving back to the community as community members. And so it was sort of an easy decision for us because we have children performers tonight, so we thought it would be really great having an event where children are giving back to children.
Temperatures went up to 6 today, and residents took advantage of the warm weather by heading out to Marina Park, where the city continued its Winter Fun Day series with bannock making and snow sculpting. Jessica Clement reports.
Residents flocked to Marina Park Sunday afternoon to try their hand at bannock making with the Indigenous Friendship Center. All attendees were given a bag of dough, which they had to knead before putting it on a stick and cooking it over a fire. The Indigenous Friendship Center has brought bannock making to Winter Fun Days before. A Wasanaben worker, Elisa Lester, says they enjoy teaching it to the community.
We wanted the community to make their own bannock on a stick and have them have a chance to make it for themselves. And it teaches them where the history of where it came from, and they have questions, we have the answers for them.
The process allowed both adults and children to make their own bannock, with the assistance of workers from the Friendship Center, and we asked kids what their favorite part of the bannock making process was.
Probably putting it on the stick. I've done it for 3 people. Because it's really fun and I get to move my hands and I have ADHD, so it's really nice when I get to move around. Kneading the dough. It's just fun.
A little squishy?
Mm-hmm. My favorite part about making bannock is cooking it.
Meanwhile, just a few feet away, kids had the chance to make snow sculptures using different colored snow. The Community Arts and Heritage Education Project dyed the snow with food coloring and gave kids various molds to make their new snow friend.
They're scooping up the snow into the mold and then squishing it together, and because it's such a mild day, we're having great conditions for the sculptures to stay together. It's been awesome. If you want to see creativity come to life, you watch kids playing in snow with food coloring, and you're going to get a perfect mix.
The fun will continue next week at Marina Park with some pre-snow day viewings of snow sculptures and outdoor activities provided by Youth Move. Jessa Clement, TBT News.
And we're now joined by sports anchor Kurt Black. Now, while everyone was outside during earlier of the day, later in the day, most people were inside for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, whether you're there for the game, the commercials, or like us, the snacks, the pizza,
snacks,
and the wings.
yes.
Yeah, it was a very eventful evening for sure for Super Bowl 57. Might not be a safe night to be a ref in Philadelphia,
Yes.
though. We'll get to that right after the break.